Hi, I'm Quinn, and I'm recording this because I have been journaling about the concept of hope, and I wanted to share what I had written about it. And this all came about because a friend of mine requested that we practice with hope and peace in our Instagram live yoga class tomorrow. And I'm a really hopeful person, just in general. I have a lot of hope. And I got to thinking, what is it that I have to say about hope? Is there anything more useful than breathe in hope? Which is helpful, but maybe not like explanatory or really helps like the mind understand how to hope. And yeah, I needed to sit down and write about it and figure out what there was to say about it. And so that is what I'm going to share with you now. It's what I had written in my journal about hope. Hope is a positive projection of the outcome. If we must contemplate the future, why not contemplate with a sense of hope? Hope can seem futile, as in, if I am hopeful, I am not being a realist. I've got my head in the clouds or my head in the sand. But the truth is, it doesn't matter where your head is. You don't know the future. Sure, you can project data. You can look at the past and use those experiences to forecast the future, and you should. But then nothing says that to be pragmatic, you must despair, as there are as many examples of sun when rain was expected, if not more, than of rain when it was forecast to be sun. And then it depends on your point of view which of those was your desired outcome in the first place. A hopeful disposition helps a person make choices now from a sense of hope rather than from a fatalist sense of despair. Those choices are more likely to pave a path towards a positive outcome, at least one with no remorse that I didn't do my best. Resting in a sense of despair may also result in making no choice, wasting your personal power in a state of inertia or depression, hopeless that anything you do matters or has any chance of making a difference at all. It does. How do we cultivate hope, especially when inside a state of despair? Well, intellectually, maybe you could ask if you've considered your challenge from a hopeful angle. Why not walk through a best-case scenario? Sure, that could be really simple, like, oh, and a miracle happens and then everything's better. But make it a more creative experiment than that and give some details. Be realistic about this imaginary hopeful outcome. If the state of things is simply bleak, perhaps the hope comes in considering silver linings. Even in the worst outcomes, there are peace. At the very least, it's a conclusion, and it's a freedom from what was inevitable. So, yeah, for what it's worth, that's my contemplation on hope and how to maybe find some. Hope you guys are doing okay. I can imagine that you are, at least off and on. Always bring yourself back to the present moment and, yeah, call a friend. Bye.